Okay, boys and girls, we are going to create a wintertime window. So that means we're going to create a windowsill that looks like there's a moon shining in the sky and a tree. We're going to do some painting and some cutting today. We're going to learn about a new art word right now, and it's called color value. So color value means when a color changes from dark to light, but it's still the same color, that's a color value. So notice that we're going to be using blue color values today. So as this dark blue right here gets lighter, it means I'm adding a little bit of white paint to it to make it lighter. So that's how we're going to make that moon look like it's shining in the sky. We're going to start with the light blue, then mix in the medium blue, and then the dark blue. So what you're going to start with today is your white piece of paper. Make sure before you start, you put your name on the back so that you don't have to flip your paper over once it's wet and painty. And then you have your paint tray here. We're going to start with our brush and start with the very lightest blue. So that's the blue that looks the lightest. It looks like it has a lot of white mixed into it. So I'm going to take that blue, and in the center of my white paper, just make a little circle of that light blue. Okay, once I have a little circle in the middle of my paper, I'm going to take my brush now and dip in the medium blue. So that's the blue that's in the middle of these dark and light blues. Take the medium blue, and then I'm just going to make a circle around the light blue circle. I'm going to keep dipping in my paint to get more paint on there so it's a nice smooth circle, no white spaces. And I'm going to go around and around and around, nice and smooth brush strokes. Okay, once I've got that, I'm going to look at the light blue and the medium blue and just take my brush and just blend them together a little bit. So that means just mix the two a little bit. Not too much, just a little bit, so that they look like they're fading into each other, back and forth. I might want to add a little bit more light blue here and mix it out a little bit so it looks like it's fading a little bit more. There we go. Okay, now I'm going to take my dark blue, that's the darkest blue in my paint palette, and then cover up the rest of my paper with my dark blue. So that means all the rest of the white space around my circles with my dark blue. So this might take me a while. I'm going to go around and around and around, nice long brush strokes here. And it's okay if I get paint on my table today. I might get a little bit of paint on the table because I'm going around on the edges here. That's okay, we'll wipe it off later. But I do want to go all the way to the edges. Get the corners. Nice clean brush strokes here. Okay. I think I'm almost done. I just have to get this corner. There we go, nice clean brush strokes. Now I'm going to take my medium blue again and just get a little bit more and go around again and mix it with that dark blue so that they look like they're fading together. Just mix it a little bit. Okay, I've got my moon shining in the sky. I'm done with my paint. Now on the shopping cart, I'm going to grab 4 pieces of brown paper for my windowsill, and I'm going to grab my tree later. So I'm going to start with my windowsill, and I'm going to take my bottle of glue. Actually, I think we'll start with the window later. I think we need to glue the tree first. Let's get the tree first. So go to the shopping cart and you're going to get your black tree trunk. I'm just going to take a little bit of my bottle glue, shake it and squeeze it, and just get a tiny little line of glue on the black paper. Once I have that, I'm just going to glue my tree standing up like this, starting at the bottom of my paper and then going up. And then also on the shopping cart, there's some little tiny tree branches like this. So I'm just going to put a little dot in 3 or 4 spots here on the tree so I can glue my branches. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then once I have that, I can add a couple more branches if I want to these branches coming off of the branches. And then I've got my tree. Okay, that looks pretty good. All right, once I have my tree, then I'll get my brown paper for the windowsill. So I actually need 6 pieces of brown paper. So I'm gonna start by just putting a little dot of glue on the top and bottom of my brown paper. So just see 1 on the top and 1 on the bottom. And I'm going to start to glue my windowsill. So let's start at the bottom of the tree on the edge of my paper. See how I'm going to the very edge. And just stick those 2 little pieces of glue down. And then I will repeat this for all the way around the windowsill. I'm just gonna get a little bit more glue here. Okay, 1, 2. Okay, over here, 1, 2. And then one more spot. Okay, I've got my window going all the way around. Now I just need 2 lines of brown in the middle. So I'm just gonna go 1, 2. Okay, stick my windowsill right here. And then finally I need one more piece of brown to go in the middle so it looks like it's a crisscross window. Okay, once I've done that, I am done with my window.